17,000 Australian international students, their qualifications are being cancelled. Mean their educational degrees have no value, and they will not be able to use these degrees in immigration or work permit. Mean they have nothing in hand. Their degrees are cancelled. They are 17,000 in numbers. Most of them belong to Asian poor countries, India and Pakistan. These colleges are banned by AXA, which is the sub-department of Australian Immigration Department. Australian Department of Home Affairs is telling these colleges were not fulfilling requirements of Australian immigration system. Australian immigration system already banned many colleges, but these three colleges have already given admission to many Asian students. This is a really bad news for those students who were studying there, and almost they were very closer to completion of their degrees or certificates. Now, who is responsible for this huge academic blunder? Who is Students are responsible, number one. Consultants are number responsible, number two. Australian Immigration Department AXA is responsible, number three. Number four, colleges are responsible. Who is responsible, and who will give the future of these students back? What Australia is going to do with the students? Australian Department of Immigration AXA, which blocked three colleges, banned three colleges, cancelled their degrees. Almost their colleges, these three colleges are almost closed because their degrees will not be valid. But the question is, the students who were studying since 2 years, 3 years, and they were telling because these colleges were recognized by Australian Immigration Department. Remember, Australian admission procedure and visa procedure is so complex, and that a college cannot invite any student without permission of Australian immigration. And there is a very authentic system of collaboration between Australian immigration and colleges and universities. I will tell you, when any college is agreed to give admission to any international students, that admission letter, after the admission letter, certificate of enrollment will be issued by Australian Immigration Department, which is called COE. Normally, visa officer after assessment says to the students, submit your COE. Remember, COE is not the document of college. It is the document of Australian Immigration Department. And also try to understand, COE will be issued only when Australian Immigration Department is agreed that college is a genuine college, and we have given admission, we have given permission to admit international students in that college. That's why after admission letter, which is issued by college, but COE, which I am talking about, certificate of enrollment, will be issued by Australian Immigration Department. Then Australian visa officer, visa officer assess the application after COE, that you are given visa and you are not given visa. And normally the students pay the fee, then they will get the certificate of enrollment. Now question is, if Australian Immigration Department was thinking these colleges are not fulfilling the requirement of immigration laws in Australia, why Immigration Department allowed these three colleges to issue COE? This is a number one question. Second question is that in that time those colleges were genuine, because COEs were given by Immigration Department. The students whose degrees were cancelled, they went to Australia on genuine COE. issued by immigration department. When they were studying here, they were not being given a notice that you will not study here. We are not going to entertain this college and we will cancel degree. Please admission, you change your admission to any other college. We will give you complete support. They did not receive any type of the notice from immigration department. So if they had studied, their study was legal, college was illegal. But when Australia immigration department cancelled the degrees and told college that your all degrees are not valid, in that time those students almost were, some students I'm talking about, who were much worried about their future, and they were just closer to the final degree, means 70-80% course contents were being completed by these international students. It's really painful and sad story for international students. I always blame international students of submitting fake documents. I already blame international students coming from Asia that your primary destination is a study. You must complete your degree. You must be a genuine student. You must not do any other activity which is against Australian law. But here in this case, why I am speaking in favor of students, because students were genuine. If these colleges were not allowed to admission, therefore, then why these colleges issued the COE, certificate of enrollment, from immigration department? I will give you a very simple example. I am naming one college. I talked with them. I was official member. I am official member in Pakistan of that college, GCA, Group Colleges of Australia. I talked to them that I was giving admissions and you was giving admissions to my students in Australia from Asia, and now you are not giving. They are telling we are banned for international admissions. Is that clear? Now they told clearly we can't give admission to the Asian students. Yes, if any student is onshore, mean he or she is in Australia, we will give admissions and they can study in group colleges of Australia. So therefore the story was very transparent. I was completely satisfied that we should not give admission of GCA, because that is not affiliated with Australian Immigration Department. Question is why these three colleges were giving admission. It means they were giving admission from approval of Australian immigration system. If Australian immigration system did give permission of COE in that time, I think these students whose degrees are being cancelled, they must be compensated by any way. Thank you very much.